choice points in sampling design. This is just an example of normal distribution for the population. So this is the mu, which is the mean. What are the points of choice in sampling design? Here it's highlighted in red color, in the low and in the high value of the distribution. This is the value of the distribution. In order to make your sample representative for the reality, you should take the whole situation, especially in the low distribution and high distribution values of the function. This is just an example. There is a trade-off between precision and confidence. Precision means it comes from the word precise, accurate. Precision means accuracy. Okay, so how accurate you're selecting your result, or you're selecting the sampling or your sample, okay, and how it is confident to reflect the reality. Is it representative for the reality? Are you confident that this sampling or this sample can represent the real world or the real population? And what is the precision? So if you try to get accurate results, what should be the confidence or what it looks like?
High.
And if you drop some points of precision or some percentage of precision, how should be the confidence? So it is a trade-off. Okay, trade-off means relation. If this is the best, this one could be quite less. It's like this. So this figure shows also it's not readable, very difficult. So maybe I can read.
This representativeness of samples critical for the study.
Okay, representative means here I think it relates to the confidence. Are you confident that these samples represent the world or not? Okay.
Then you have to choose either yes or no. You go to slide, the yes slide.
Choose one of the probability sampling.
Choose probability sampling designs. If purpose of study mainly is born and then you have 4 choices. Generalizability, what's the purpose of the study? You want to give generalizability or assessing the differential parameters in subgroups and populations, collecting information in allocated area, more information.
So it's like a taxonomy of sampling techniques. Which one is more appropriate for your case? So you have to go through this diagram to specify.
Ultimately, you choose between a proportionate, stratified random sampling, or disproportionate, or judgment sampling, or quota. The ultimate goal of this.
Yeah, the other side, when you say no, the other side is non-probability.
Yes, choose one of non-probability sampling designs. If the purpose of study mainly is to obtain quick, even, and reliable information, then you choose convenience sampling. To obtain, if you want to obtain information relevant to only with certain groups, then you need response
from experts
of special interest minority groups, then you choose quota. If you are looking for information that only few experts can provide, then you choose judgment sampling. It's like track.
It's a taxonomy. It's a taxonomy based on the precision and confidence. Confidence means if it really represents the reality. Are you confident that this sampling or this sample, or you want this sample to represent the whole reality? Then if it is yes, then you go to the probabilistic. If no, you go to the non-probabilistic. And after that, you have some other choices based on your situation. So it is design issues of sampling. Okay, we can increase both confidence and precision by increasing the sample size. This is quite important. By increasing the sample size, you increase the confidence, means this sample will be more representative for the reality. Of course, this is just, it is logical.
As you increase the sample,
you increase the sample, mean you represent the population more. Okay, and also the precision, the accuracy will be increased because you give additional examples from the population. You have additional elements. Okay? In machine learning, if you increase the number of elements in training the machine, then the machine will be learning more better. This is in machine learning and artificial intelligence. Okay, sample size. So here are some just guidelines for the sample size. How should be the sample size? In general, n should be more than 50 and less than 500. Means the sample size shouldn't exceed 500 elements, subject, and shouldn't be less than 50. This is in general. But if you are dealing with categories, here we will go back to the scales. When we talk about the categories, the scale, which scale were used for categorizing? Yes. So if you are dealing with categories, you need to take 30, which is the minimum, per subcategory. For each category, you take 30. If you are dealing with multivariate means for each element you have different values. Okay? For each element you have different values. Describe that element. So you should have 10 elements times number of variables in each element. Experiments condition 15 to 20 pair for each experiment. If you are doing more than one experiment, okay, you need to repeat you need to take a sample size of 15 to 20 for each experiment. Then the total number will be the number of experiments times 15 to 20. Depends on the number of elements for each, the number of experiments. Okay? So this is just some examples. Sample size for a given population size. This one is actually from statistics. It gives, this is the number of elements in total, and this is the number of sample size. So N is population size, S is sample size. Okay? Sample size for a given population size. If your population size 10, then you take it all. 15, 14, 20, 19, 25, 24, and likewise until you get 80, 66. Here, for example, 3,500, 3, 4, 6.
Doctor, here is standard values or maybe
it is from the experience. I mean, based on these guidelines, they give these tables. So just guidelines for you. If you increase one number or use this one, plus 5, yeah, it will not it is not that different result. But it's good start for you. Sampling in qualitative research. Qualitative usually used in humanity sciences. So qualitative research generally uses non-probability sampling. If we go back to this one, so it is in this side. Non-probability. If we go back to see what were the types of non-probability: convenience sampling, judgment sampling, and quota sampling. So all these three will be used for the qualitative. So qualitative generally uses non-probability sampling as it does not aim to draw statistical inference, because we are not dealing with accurate numbers, so we are not going to make statistical inference. We are not going to conclude something using statistics. Okay? Purposive sampling is one technique that is often used. This is another one, which is purposive. Purposive means depends on the purpose. Subjects are selected on basis of expertise in the subject that is being investigated. Here we don't have rules like we choose depends on numbers or something like this. No, here is the basis of expertise. Choose subjects in such a way that they reflect the diversity of the population. So who can judge these things? People who have experience in this. People who can look at it from different ways. This is how some of my friends, when we were doing a PhD, they were doing something in service management. Service management deals with people, with humans. So they should go for qualitative research. So they should do something like this. And then he were asked to contact with some experts. Those experts replied after some amount of time. They study everything, and they told him if it's enough or not enough. The chosen subjects, the respondents, the type of respondents, and everything like this. So it was judged by some experts. So who can be sure that these subjects reflect the diversity of the population? People who have experience in these things. One form of purposive sampling is another one, which is theoretical sampling. It is one kind of purposive sampling. May or may not begin with purposive sampling. Sampling of additional subjects is directed by the emerging theoretical framework. Here you have a theoretical framework, and from this theoretical framework you select the way that you are going to get your samples. Impossible to determine how many subjects will need to be sampled at the beginning of study. Why? Because it is theoretically, it is not fixed, it is not predetermined. Okay? So you don't know how many subjects you will need to be sampled at the beginning of the study. Continue to sample until you are not getting any new information. This is the threshold. How are you going to stop? You stop when you don't get any new information. I mean, as much as you increasing the samples or taking the samples, the results still the same. So you can judge that it's enough. We shouldn't choose more than this number of sample size. So sample size will therefore partly depend on heterogeneity of the population. Here also the heterogeneity concept plays a role. If there is a heterogeneity in the population, sample size can be affected. Why? Because heterogeneity, you will increase the sample size until you get a stable result. Yeah, because when you choose something different, it will change the result. Then after that, you increase the sample size, you get something also different. And then it influences the result. Okay? So the heterogeneity will affect or partly affect or the sample size in this case. So it's quite difficult to gauge these things because it does not control, it does not govern by something like rules or equations, like what we do in quantitative research. In quantitative, it's more accurate. You can evaluate, you can gauge, you can know when you stop or when it's still, you need to get some elements. Okay?
That's why you are implementing on the heterogeneity of the populations. You are looking for more opinions.
Yeah.
Different expertise.
To cover the reality of
The reality.
the population. But also this heterogeneity will influence the sample size, will increase the size of the sample. Okay, this is the first part.